good morning, fam. How are you? Welcome back from Broken to Blessed. We back again with another one, y'all. A couple of announcements. The first thing is that, I started my second coding class teaching. I have a couple of students, and so this class will be over with at the end of August of this year. The class will be over with at the end of August. Some of you have been asking me about teaching and when another class is starting. So I'm going to announce that at the end of September. And if I do start a class, which I am really considering it, it'll be starting in October of this year. So that's what I can tell you. If you want information on what type of books I asked you to get, what type of information we'll be going over in the class, I can send that to you now so you can kind of get a gist of what my class is like and what I teach on. And so this class in October might be a little bit different. And when I say a little bit different, I mean it might be a boot camp class. Like it'll only last for a couple of months. I say that because of the holidays. So if you want information on what I go over in my classes and what to expect and what type of books to get, I can send you that information. And thank you to the people and the subscribers that reach out to me, that comment, and that ask me about the classes. I'm here to help. And I also do mentorship. So mentorship is included in the classes that I hold. So once you become a student with me, every month I mentor you. I make time to speak with you. My students know that if they need time with me to talk to me about anything, then I'm here for them once a month, especially when we're talking about your coding career. That's so important. Okay, so today I'm just going to talk to you about becoming a coder and becoming an entrepreneur. Becoming a coder was very difficult for me, and y'all know that it took me several times to pass this exam. I had just recently went on AAPC and looked at how many times I had failed in the time that I had passed, and it was just kind of a surreal type thing. It was, and I don't know, I just felt some type of way. But I want to tell y'all, like, even though when I passed the exam and I got my second job becoming a orthopedic coder, I did not have a lot of experience, y'all. I'm telling you, I did not have a lot of experience. It was like I took the exam and then I went from one job, from coding at one medical school, and then I applied at another job and they hired me like that. And when they hired me, I told them, they said, what are you good at coding? Like what type of specialty? And I said, well, I have experience in orthopedic. Well, that's where we're going to put you. And that's literally where they put me. They put me in orthopedic, but I told them I needed training. So the training you would think would be hands-on, it was not. It was literally like, y'all, you get your hands in there and you start making mistakes. And that's what I did. I began to make mistakes. And it was not easy. And let me tell you, if you don't have coding experience, 9 times out of 10, management is aware. They're aware of that. If you say, I can code a little bit, I'm familiar with coding, because coders are so needed right now. AI is not taking these jobs. Coders are needed. And so when I was in orthopedic coding, when I tell you that I was being micromanaged because I was making mistakes, but in the midst of me making mistakes and my manager just coming down on me, I began to learn how to code orthopedic. My point is that coding will not always be easy for you. Even though you work from home, you can still be micromanaged because them emails can come at every moment. And it was happening to me. Or they could just pop in and be like on Teams, let's do a video chat. So you can still be micromanaged working from home because they want to keep in contact with you. Management wants to know that you're working and that you're working the accounts correctly. But I have to tell you is that me working these accounts, I was making mistakes, y'all. I did not know the intricate details of orthopedic coding, especially when it came to surgery. Surgery was the hardest, but I learned it. But I learned it in a stressful environment. So I want to tell you, it's not going to always be that environment where it's just you come to work, it's amazing, then you clock in and you clock out. It's not going to be like that all the time. It's going to be frustrating. Today when I got off work, yesterday we had a meeting for coders, which you have a meeting every month where you meet with your superiors to talk over details, coding changes, what they need you to do, all sorts of stuff like that. Well, on our team is 175 coders, y'all, and they're hiring more people. And so they had a meeting yesterday, and they opened it up so you can ask questions, of course. That meeting was 2 hours. It was 2 hours, and I was hungry, but I had to sit there and wait because people were asking questions, and then if I had a question, I needed to ask that question. So you have to be prepared to have patience when it comes to coding, patience with yourself when it comes to learning. I want you to know that. And then if you're not good at coding a particular subject, but you're going to go into coding, you're going to get your first job. You're going to progress into getting that job. Let me say this, y'all. If you went through the schooling, if you passed the test, you're going to get the job. It only takes one. It only takes one person to call you, one person to look at your resume, one person to say, I want to interview you. It only takes one. And if you have everything you need, even before it happens. So what I suggest when that one opportunity comes, because it's coming, that one opportunity comes, you make sure you have your resume prepped and ready and professionally done. Some of y'all, please don't do your own resume. Don't do your own resume. Have somebody professionally do your resume with the cover sheet, the resume, and a thank you letter. Be prepared because the opportunity is coming, and make sure that you sell yourself. Sell yourself, sell your qualities, sell your customer service skills. Get in there and know that the opportunity is coming. It may not have come as of yet, but trust me, if you went through the course, you passed the test, and now you have your credentials, it's coming. Keep on applying. Keep on trying. Do not give up on you. You did not come this far to lay down. So I'm asking you to get up and get back in the game. You did not get these credentials for nothing. And be prepared to learn. Y'all have to be prepared to be teachable in these moments because you will be criticized for your coding if it's your first time out the gate, and it's okay because that's how you learn. Because I always say this, if you tell me something one time, I'm going to write it down because I don't want you telling me that again. So I make sure I take notes. I have a notepad. Even today, let me show y'all, where is it at? I have a notepad full of notes that I take because now I'm coding for drugs. I've never coded drugs. Now I code for drugs. So I need to make sure that I know the drugs and the diagnosis code for the drugs. So even today on my new job, they just kind of threw this at us. And And when you become a coder, they'll just throw things at you. You'll be like, wait, when did that change? They'll be like, oh, it just changed today. Okay. So today I found out that I'm not coding just orthopedic. Now I'm coding oncology. I'm coding vascular surgery. I'm coding, what else did they give me? Neurology. These specialties I've never coded before. But guess what? I'm here for it. Why? Because it's going on the resume. I was like, ooh, yes, give it to me because I want it. Right? You can look at that situation like some coders were like, I've never coded neurology. I've never coded cardiology. No, I haven't. And I didn't say anything. I just said, I need help. Who can I reach out to when I need help? But people were saying, hey, I've never coded these specialties before. So you can look at the opportunity like this. Either you can look at it in a positive or a negative. If I learn to code cardiology, neurology, vascular, and oncology, I'm putting all that on the resume. Or I could look at it as, I don't want to do that because I'm only good at one thing. No. So make sure that you open yourself up to be teachable and malleable, meaning that you can move either way they ask you to. Yes, I'll do it. And I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I may not know how to do it now, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to learn it. And I'm going to take notes. And I'll get better at it because I can put it on my resume. And that means if I put it on my resume and I have the experience, what can I ask for now? Cha-ching, more money. More money. More money. Okay? So I'm telling y'all now, get in the game. Get back in the game and let's move. Let's move with everything we got, y'all. And I will be announcing a new class, like I say, coming up soon. Thank you for watching, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Like, you don't even realize how much. I love y'all. Well, all right. Have a good day. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.